Hello everybody, welcome to The Big Show. I'm Nick Voll. Vancouver voters, you have spoken loudly and clearly that you support your local schools. On Tuesday, you passed a bond measure that will build new schools, replace old schools, and modernize every other building in the district. In today's episode, we're going to try to answer the question, what comes next? Tara Cox will show us something we had not talked a lot about during the build-up to the bonds, something that will benefit local families. Plus, we're going to hear from Jennifer Halleck, who's helping plan construction, about the building schedule. But first, let's go to social media for our top three. And number three comes to us from Hudson's Bay High School. Congratulations to Jordan Hickman for signing to play football at Western Oregon University. Hard work on the field and in the classroom pays off. Jordan, a quarterback on a Hudson's Bay team that made it to a regional playoff. Great job, Jordan, and congrats on the great season. Number two comes to us from Tim Martinez of the Columbian. He's teasing Reagan Laurie, a bowler at Hudson's Bay, for using blackout at district bowling. He says smart because you don't want to lose a bowling ball in the lights. And I'll tell you what, that strategy worked for Reagan. She finished second in state, so congratulations to her. And our number one comes from Sherry Bottleberg, a parent at Columbia River High School. Her son in the back there, Josh, part of a 2A district swim champs right there. Those guys are headed to state to compete for a state championship. Josh, a reigning state champion himself in an individual event. So good luck to you guys at the state. And as I mentioned, our big story obviously is the passage of the bond measure. The district, its staff, and of course its students are grateful to voters for recognizing the importance of first-rate school facilities. Let's take a look at the numbers. In a landslide, the answer is yes. The count continues, but at the time we're shooting this, the bond measure is ahead 69.68% to 30.32% with more than 28,000 votes in. To pass, the bond had to win a supermajority of 60% and a minimum vote total of 27,000. And as you can see on your screen, it's cleared both of those hurdles. It's important to remember that ballots are still coming in and being counted, but at this point it looks like it's good to go as it awaits validation later this month. The last bond measure the district passed was in 2001, which was for $87.7 million and passed with a 63.3% majority. So this measure was even more popular than the district could have hoped for. And here's a quick reminder of what that $458 million bond will do. First, it will trigger $50 million or so in matching funds from the state, and VPS has already earned a $43 million grant to reduce class sizes. Together, that money will build 3 new school facilities, replace several outdated schools, and modernize every other school in the district. And here to talk to us about what this project will entail is Jennifer Halleck from Facilities Planning. Jennifer, thanks for coming.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And so tell us, what is your role in this whole?
So my role is essentially project coordination from the construction, design, core teams, planning, budget, milestones, kind of big picture.
Okay. And so I know that as part of this planning process, you have divided the projects into kind of 2 groups, the large projects and the ongoing projects. Can you kind of talk about how that works?
Sure. We have a series of large projects, school replacements, new schools, K-3 class size additions onto existing schools, and some other additions. In addition to that, we have this ongoing work that we will do at every site. So every site will receive improvement. That ongoing work will continue to happen throughout this 6-year construction cycle, simultaneously as the larger projects are underway.
And if you're watching at home, you can see on your screen there, if you guys want to bring that graphic back up for us real quick, on the left-hand side in the blue, those are projects that are going to get started right away. On the far right is that green bar kind of represents the ongoing work.
Yeah.
And so you see those projects there listed, iTech, McLaughlin, Marshall, Leaser. Why are those projects going first? Why have you selected those to be the initial projects?
Sure. So iTech Prep we're renting a facility, and the facility's split on 2 different campuses. So we're not able to get as many kids into the program, and we're paying to facilitate that at the WSU campus. So getting into our own building for that one is financial as well as academic. The other schools, Mac Marshall, Leaser, that is a relatively large project. Well, at all schools we really are crammed for space, so that one was a natural fit for getting that large of a project underway. And then we just went down the line around who's full, how quickly can we get them done, does the site need to be prepped in a way that would facilitate the next work. For example, Ogden has a large site, so it'll be easy to build on that site first, and so we'll be able to bring King in as a Hauser school at Ogden while King's being built, because it's too small of a site. So a little bit of sequencing in there.
Sure, kind of planning out logistics to make it smooth for students and parents.
We also want to make sure that we're maximizing all of our state funding, and so there's a square footage formula that you follow, and so we want to bring in that state money as soon as we can. So some of that was part of the influence as well.
Mm-hmm. So now let's talk about those sort of ongoing projects. I know you're sort of trying to lump these things together for maximum cost savings, is that right? Can you kind of talk about those projects?
Yeah, the ongoing work, there's, as you can imagine, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And so what we've done is we've packaged that future-ready learning environment work together in like projects so that we can have less contractors, less contracts, more efficient work, maybe better pricing as well.
Trying to be a good steward of the public's money.
Absolutely.
So this project for you personally has taken up about a year or so or more of your time, and it's going to be over the next 6 years as this bond goes through. Yeah. What are you looking forward to most in this process?
For me, it's about making such a significant impact in our neighborhoods and in our communities. Some of these schools really need replacing, and the students and the staff and the community, they deserve a 21st century teaching and learning environment. Mm-hmm. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, one of the schools that's going to get a major overhaul is VSAA, Vancouver School of Arts and Dynamics. One of our crew members today, Megan, who's running camera over here, actually has a question for you about VSAA.
Sure.
Yeah, so I was curious. At my school, we have different committees that planned out several different floor plans of how it would be renovated and things like that. I was wondering how you guys would pick from those. Would you just choose one, or would you combine several?
Good question. So we had a design symposia earlier on, and from that design symposia came concept ideas. And we intentionally built 3 different concepts. And the reason why we did that is that we could receive feedback from staff and community around what parts of each concept that they liked. And so at VSAA, we've taken note, we've come back to the community, come back to the school, asked for feedback, and from that, we'll start to develop a floor plan of what all 3 concepts, pulling the best from all 3.
Sort of balancing the needs of students and parents with what the district knows it needs to get done.
Exactly.
Jennifer, I want to thank you for taking time to be here, and congratulations on the bond win. You had a big part in that with all of your hard work, so thank you very much.
Everyone worked really hard. Thank you very much.
And if you at home want to learn more about the bond, it's easy. The district has put together a number of great resources on its website. You can go to vansd.org/reschools for the absolute latest, including what will happen at every site, the full schedule, and more. And of course, the biggest beneficiaries of this project will be students. And so we had one of our team members, Megan, who you just met. She's a student at Vancouver School of Arts and Academics. She made a video for us, and she's also running camera. Megan, you asked your classmates for their take on the bond. What did they have to say to you?
Yeah, I talked to a couple of my fellow film students, and then some students that actually worked on a research project about the bond, and they're all really excited about it. So.
All right, well, great. Let's take a look at the video you made.
All right.
So obviously I'm a senior, so I'm not going to get to really see a lot of the fruits of the bond measurement, but what I do know is that more students are going to get to come into the school because the resized building will allow more kids to come, and this school has so many amazing opportunities that any way that we can get more kids to be able to enjoy it is a great thing.
I'm most looking forward to the small maintenance improvements that just sort of improve quality of life of students that I know a lot of schools are getting. Obviously, VSAA, for example, which I know a lot about, is getting a very large remodel, which is really cool, and that's going to be really great once that happens. But just the small things that help students for a low cost, I'm always really in support of.
Okay, I think the thing that I'd most be looking forward to is the extra space, because obviously the bond is, it's supposed to like expand or replace or improve all of the existing schools in our district, and I think that it's really important that we have enough space for all of our students, and especially, coming from the art school, like one of the 3 magnet schools in the district, I think having enough like art facilities and resources and materials is really important for every art form that we have here and offer here, and I think that that's something that would definitely be developed through the bond, and I think that's definitely the thing that'd be most important to me.
If the bond passes, I'm most looking forward to the ability to have more students at our school. We always have to, I help out during the application process, and there's so many kids that come in and they're all really excited, and it's super exciting to see how many people are interested in the arts, but it's really hard because we can only accept such a few amount, and so by doing this bond and having it pass, we can have more students come in and experience integrating arts and academics, which is something I've really enjoyed the past 6 years. And also for some of the plans that we have, increasing the parking and just the learning space and the abilities for our students to really try out new things and progress in their art form.
All right, thanks, Megan. Good job on the video. What is the general feeling among your classmates about this bond and what it's going to do for VSA?
Everyone's super excited about the idea for a better school, so yeah.
All right, well, that's great to hear. And thanks for sharing your video with us, and good work.
Thanks.
And over at Truman Elementary School, students also reflected on what the bond means to them. These 5th graders were assigned a research project on the bond measure and had to present their findings to classmates. It was a fun, real-world project for students who used modern technology like iPads and presentation software to research and demonstrate their work. With 7 years of school left, it's a topic that affects these students personally.
A lot of the schools I'm probably going to go to will get upgraded, and Truman is my elementary school, and so I would be very excited.
I can know that this school is going to get a lot more help, like it's going to be a lot better.
It's important to our whole community in Vancouver, and it will help us be happier and stuff.
And these 5th graders will be in middle school when they start to see improvements, and they told us they're looking forward to seeing how their schools change. Well, one of the lesser publicized elements of the bond measure, but a very important one, is that it will support the district's family community resource centers. And joining us now to talk about how that's going to help kids is Tara Cox from the district's communications team. Tara, first off, what is a family community resource center?
Hey Nick, well, an FCRC is a place at schools where parents and students can get basic need help and connections to other community-based services. The goal is to let kids focus on learning and not how hungry they are because maybe they didn't eat breakfast, or how poorly they slept because the heat maybe got turned off at home. This bond measure will build several new spaces for FCRCs at the schools. So let's take a look at the list on your screen. On the left are the schools that are going to be replaced as part of the bond, and all of them are going to get dedicated rooms where FCRC coordinators will be setting up shop to help families. On the right, schools that will get expansions as part of the bond, that will include new FCRC spaces. It's important to note that most of the schools currently have FCRC rooms, but they're pretty jammed wherever the schools could find this space. The expansion will create permanent spaces for these important programs. And since we're talking about FCRCs, we have some exciting breaking news. The district's mobile FCRC initiative, and that's our FCRC on wheels that you may have seen driving around town, has actually won a national award. VPS is one of 3 districts in the country to earn a Magna, which is given by the National School Boards Association. The mobile FCRC services schools that maybe don't have a center of their own, but still have students in need. The coordinator, Nicole Lauren Graham, works with staff members at 17 different schools to provide things like food pantries and fresh food deliveries, hygiene products, clothing, and more. So it's pretty exciting and really pretty cool. So thanks.
All right, well, thanks, Tara. Time now for the big picture. This is our favorite post from social media. This from C-Tran here in Vancouver, a stunning sunrise this morning at the Vancouver Mall Transit Center. Thanks to C-Tran driver Greg Hayner for the awesome shot. And we are showing you this because C-Tran doing an awesome program where they help students who are on free and reduced priced lunches get free or low cost bus passes so they can get around town. A real service to students here in Vancouver. And look at that photo. You gotta admire that. And now we'll look at what's happening in Vancouver Public Schools. If you are interested in being a teacher in the district is interested in you. There are 2 events coming up, educator career fairs. The first is March 1st from 6 to 9 p.m. The second is March 8th from 6 to 9 p.m. To qualify for the career fair, you need to apply online at that web address you see on your screen, vansd.org/human resources, and then call the Human Resources Department to set up your interview time. And that's it for us today. We want to take a moment to sincerely thank the citizens of Vancouver for supporting local schools. One of the primary reasons Vancouver has a national reputation for outstanding schools is because our community, you, stands behind them. Of course, we will keep you updated on the progress the district makes on the bond projects over the next 6 years. For Tara Cox and the crew, I'm Nick Vole. We'll see you next time.